What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Dos RC coming at you with a quick video today. Today is the day we do a test run on the ARRMA Mojave 4S. Let me shut those fans off. Look at this beauty, guys. She is never gonna look this sexy ever again. Sad. Anyway, so if you're new to the channel, welcome back. This is my ARRMA Mojave 4S. I have done some upgrades to it, which I will go over now. So in the center we have Amazon special motor mount and center differential housing, as well as the center drive shaft. That's also Amazon special. We have rocket fans on the motor. That's a 30mm fan, and this is a 25mm fan. QS8 connectors for the battery, and then we also have these beautiful GPM 7075 and steel shocks. And that's pretty much it for now. I do have a few more upgrades coming. I do have a servo. I actually picked up another ESC. It's a 6S ESC, but I'm torn. I'm not sure if I want to keep running this until this gives out or what. So just not sure yet what I want to do, but we'll see. So as you can tell, the chassis is completely unscathed. Got just a little paint there, but nothing at all as far as gashes and gouges go. So I'm gonna get this body put back on, and then we're just gonna rip it out here in front of the house. The snow's finally starting to melt, and we got that field across the way, which is my neighbor's. He's into RC as well, so he's a cool cat. But we'll be right back. Well, one last shot here of the Mojave in all its glory. Yeah, man. All right. Let me set up my one-handed driving here. Get a car coming. I'm gonna wait for that to go by. She is pretty quick with this little system. I'm a little bit scared to give it the beans just because I'm driving one-handed and I'm not really used to it. Well, I wanted to get some close-up shots. And then we'll mount the camera on my head. do a full pin. One more time. All right. Enough horsing around. Let's get you guys mounted on my head. Okay, let's do this. No. Well, there goes the body. First scratches. And this beauty. The snow is melting, so it's extremely soft. She's gonna be dirty after this, boys. Oh well. I thought I was gonna hit that blue bin. It's such a beautiful day out today. Right in the mud. Oh well. What's the worst that can happen? She's gonna get dirty. That's full throttle right there. Full throttle. She's wild at full throttle, guys. Surprised how fast she is with that tiny little ESC. This comes straight at us. Full throttle. Hope I got that. Let's do it again. Full throttle. That's fun. Nice. Nice little jump. I got a Alvonic 7200 Ma in here right now. I like these shocks. They're not as soft as the stock, so she feels a little bit stiff, but she's not swaying everywhere. There's still a little bit of body sway, but it's not like I don't even know what I want to say. It's not so aggressive, maybe. Feels good. Suspension feels really good. Nice. This thing is fun. Whoa. Alright, I like coming in from this side and hitting the snowbank. It gives me a little bit of air. So the steering's not bad with this stock servo and bell crank. Whoa! I picked up a Hobby Park servo for it. It's a 45 kg. But I've not put it on yet, obviously. And I'm still debating whether or not I actually want to. Why does the body look like that? There's that notorious body sticking in the front. Guys, this thing is a blast. And it looks absolutely stunning. Oh, now we're stuck in that snow. So if you're debating about picking up a Mojave 4S, definitely go for it. This thing is a blast, guys. When we're done with the run, we'll go inside and show you guys a set of tires that I picked up for it, for the Mojave. But unfortunately, there's a little issue with it. That was dope. They clear the rear hubs, but they don't really clear the front. So I gotta figure out a solution. So I'll talk about it when we get back inside. But I think they look absolutely sick. Like the tires I picked up for it. Nice. I know why short course trucks are so much fun. Just seeing that suspension put in the work, I think is what makes it rewarding. So much fun, guys. Nice. Lots of fun. Nope, don't flip over. All right, here we go. Nice. This thing is a little machine, guys. And we're stuck. Oh. There's a bunch of snow. She feels heavy. That was dope. See if we can get a little more air off this little snowbank. Yeah, we definitely did get more air. Nice. Well, I think this is gonna do it, guys. Let's go back inside so we can talk about the tires. Just trying to wash off all the crud that's stuck to it. That mostly did it. All right, let's check out what it looks like on the inside. The fans are still working, so that's good. A bunch of dead grass everywhere. But motor's still nice and cold, so is the ESC, probably because of the water and the snow. But anyways, I'm gonna use the compressor to blow most of this stuff out, and then we'll bring you guys back and go over the tires real quick so you guys can check those out. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back inside the house. I cleaned the Mojave. Got all the grass out of it and most of the water. I just used my air compressor and compressed air. I just gotta hit the bearings with a little WD-40 and then she should be good to rip. Oh, and also the hinge pin areas. Those like to get rusted up if you leave them unattended. But anyways, this thing performed absolutely amazing. It's such a blast to run this RC. So if you guys are up in the air about whether or not you're gonna enjoy driving this, definitely go for it. It's a blast. And you know, it's mostly stock with the exceptions of the shocks and the center drive shaft and the rear motor mount, and then the fans. But you know, you can drive this completely bone stock out of the box and you'll have a blast with it. But the tires, so check these out, guys. These are the Baja Pro Mickey Thompson tires by Proline. So let's see, these are the ones I bought to put on this, and as you can see, they're a lot taller and wider than the stock ones. So because they're wider, I picked up a set of the 17 millimeter hexes that Proline has, because the hexes that came with these are only 12 and 14 millimeter. So I had to pick up a 17 millimeter adapter with the 6 lug pattern, 6 bolt pattern. And so I was putting them on. I put the one in the rear, perfect, bolted right on with the 17 millimeter adapter. But when I got to the front, I ran into a little issue. The inside of this wheel is a lot smaller than the inside of this wheel. So let me just take the wheel off so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So first, see how big that inner diameter is versus this one. So because of that, when you put this wheel on the Mojave, wait, so right there it's sitting on the hex the way it should. Let me put the nut on there so I could show you guys. Okay, nut is on there, wheel is on there. This thing looks epic, right? And also, pretty sure these are not belted, which is not a big deal, but I don't know if you can see it. You see, trying to do this one-handed. You see the bottom right there, that bolt right here where my pinky is. Right, so that bolt is touching the rim of the wheel. Now I can spin it. You hear that? That's the plastic stretching over those bolts because it's also touching on the top. So it's like 3 millimeters too far in, which sucks. Now I guess I could push this wheel out 3 millimeters and clear these bolts, but then the body won't sit right. See, as it sits right now with this adapter, 17 millimeter adapter, when you put the body on and compress the suspension, the wheel falls just barely under the body, which still works like the stock one, right? Same thing in the rear. When the car bottoms out, chassis bottoms out, it's not a huge issue. That's the wrong word. It's not the wheels aren't bulging out completely out of the body. Let me put it on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So you see how the wheel falls directly underneath the wheel well of the body? You see that? Look at that. That's perfect. It might rub here when the tire expands under acceleration, but you can just trim a little bit of that. Not a big deal. But I was happy to see that the wheel actually fell underneath the fender well, just like the stock ones do. Let me put the one in the rear on. So you guys can see. And I think these wheels look so sick. I've always liked the Mickey Thompsons. I just love the thread pattern and the lugs. And I saw them at the local hobby shop here. And I was like, those would look sick on the Mojave. All right. So there it is, sitting with both wheels on this side, right? Now, when I compress the suspension, the front is fine. The rear, it kind of touches right there, but it's not a big deal because it's just rubber and plastic. And as the suspension moves, the body sways. You see how it falls under eventually. I could trim that, but I don't want to just yet. Not until I figure out the front. So, a couple things I could do. And to show you, I'm going to have to remove the wheel again. So bear with me, guys. Now I could use this hex here, which protrudes out more. It's a deeper offset, bringing the wheel out more. That would clear that hub. However, then you run into the problem of the wheel not falling underneath the wheel well. So I don't want to do that quite yet. So what I was thinking was, because it's only like, I don't know, like 2 millimeters that I have to figure out how to remove. I was thinking I could either replace these with some kind of super flat hexagonal screw, or just take a Dremel to the bolt and shave this down so that it's flat. And then you're probably wondering, well, you won't be able to take the nut off, right? Maybe so, but I just need just enough in there because this is a plastic knuckle. I need just enough to get my wrench in there. Just to get quite a little bit of bite. So I could lose some of this bolt and be okay. Same thing on the bottom, you know, shave off a little bit of that head, shave off a little bit of that head, and then that will eliminate the wheel rubbing on these bolts, because that's what they're rubbing on, is these bolts. It's not even the hub itself. So that's what I'm thinking. I could always replace these if it doesn't work out. They're fairly inexpensive. So yeah, what do you guys think? I think these wheels look absolutely sick on this RC. And I think it's just gonna add like another layer of badass, if you ask me. So yeah, guys, that's the running video of the ARRMA Mojave 4S first run video. This thing did absolutely amazing out there. ripping through that field, seeing the suspension work, and jumping off those snowbanks. That was absolutely epic. I loved it. I haven't been bashing for a while just because there's been so much snow out there. But man, that was fun, guys. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for more bashing videos. We still gotta test out this beautiful Typhon XL, as well as the Max / monster truck. I also gotta paint that body. We also got the Creighton that we built over there, the new Creighton EXB we picked up a few months ago, the Techno, we bashed that not too long ago. We got a bashed fire team sitting over there. Right now it's got the Creighton body on it, just because I was moving things around. This bad boy right here. This thing has got all the bling, guys. All the bling. Anyways, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Remember to subscribe, hit that like, ring that bell so you don't miss when I upload the next video. Thanks again. ARRMA RC out. Peace. Before I forget, guys, real quick, that's the part number for the tires if you're interested. Once again, you saw the issues that I ran into with the Mojave. However, you can run them on the Typhon 6S or maybe even the 3S Typhon, and other RCs as well. You know, like I said, they come with 12 millimeter and 14 millimeter hexes, but you can get the 17 millimeter hexes, which is right here. This is the part number for the 17 millimeter hexes adapter. All right, guys. So, thanks again for watching. Peace.